friends, welcome back to our channel. Today I'll share with you some DIY twine decor ideas. Alrighty, let's go ahead and get started. DIY number 1. For this project, I'm going to be taking one of these canvases. You can really take any shape of canvas or any size. I wanted to start off with the small one because I wanted to see how is it going to look like. Am I going to like it or not? And this is just to give you an idea of what you can do. Alrighty, I am taking also this baker's twine. I really wanted that light color. This is kind of like a natural color. I'm going to be using that. First of all, I'm putting a little dot of hot glue right in the middle of my canvas. And then I am applying a twine in kind of a V shape. And like you see me doing it over here, I am adding hot glue in order to secure it. And then I'm going to cut off the ends, and I will do the same thing on the bottom, so kind of like a mirror effect. For this type of project, you can really use a pattern or design, any pattern that you want. I went ahead and decided on this one. In the future, I would like to play with this a little bit more to change some things up and maybe use different color twine. So right now I'm just filling up both of these sides like I'm showing over here. I am just going to go ahead and add more layers of twine right next to the previous layer or row, let's say. And I'm using very little hot glue. I don't want any hot glue to be visible. All right, and this is a halfway through, and after that, this is how it looks like when one side was done. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Alrighty, here it is. I think it already looks great. I could have left it like this. It would look great, but I decided to go on and continue. So next, I'm going to go to these, the other side, or actually two sides that are empty, and I will glue twine lengthwise. So just pieces of twine, like I'm showing over here. So next to each other, just pieces. I think the hardest part was that the twine, kind of the ends of the twine, when you cut it off, it frays. So if I would do anything different, it would be that I would lay this side first, and then I would add the curvy side kind of to be able to cover those ends. It doesn't look bad at all, but just something to have in mind. As you can see over here, you can see the ends. So because of that, I went ahead and gotten the natural color jute twine, the darker color, darker brown. And I'm just going to go and glue alongside those connections to cover it up and also to give kind of a dimension to my piece. When I was done with that, I'm going to go ahead alongside the edges and do the same thing. So first I did one row, and then I decided I'm going to add one more. If I'm making a larger frame, what I would do probably, I would add the wood on the outside to kind of like a frame canvas, and I think that would look great. Alrighty, now that I'm done with this one, I'm showing over here that I did 2 rows of the twine on the outside, and I think it looks better. Now this is a push pin that I actually kind of like dabbed some color on top previously, so I had this from before to make it look rustic, and I will just push it right in the middle, and after that this project is completed. Like I said, this is just an idea, and you can go on with it and create your own ideas. Tell me what you think about this. This video is part of the open challenge called Twine It Up. My dear friend Fanny over at Creations by Favi is the one who hosts this challenge, and I love this challenge. I love her. She's super, super talented. You will love her creations. And her co-host for this month is Zena over at OK at Home DIY. Both of these ladies are great. I'm sure they're going to have wonderful ideas, and I will link in the description box the playlist so you can see what everybody else created. And if you're new to our channel, we're so happy you're here. Welcome. Over here, we share a lot of budget-friendly DIYs, decor ideas, thrift flips, and home improvement DIYs. So if something like that interests you, please stick around. subscribe to our channel, click on notification bell on so you don't miss any of our future videos. And if this video is something that you like, please give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube will get it promoted. Alrighty, DIY number 2. For this project, I'm going to be using this wreath, beaded wreath from the Dollar Tree. Really, you can use any wreath that you have on hand. Next, I'm going to be using this burlap fabric that I had on hand. This is from one of the thrifted bags that I used a long time ago. I'm going to be taking this wooden ring from the Dollar Tree, but really you can use a bottle cap or anything that you have that's circle, and I will trace circles. I created 15 circles for this particular project. After that, this is how they look like. Next, I'm going to be taking this baker's twine that I used earlier, and I will hot glue it alongside that circle that created, those circles that I created. So I will just pretty much trace it with the hot glue and apply twine to it. After I'm done with this one, I will do the same thing with all of them. When all of them are glued, this is how they look like. Next, I will take a precision scissors, and I will cut alongside those circles. So pretty much on the outside of the twine, making sure I don't cut it off. So here it is. After all of them are cut out, this is how they look like. Next, I'm going to be creating flower petals. So you just add a little dab of hot glue on one end. I usually use the part where I connected 2 pieces of twine, and then you just pinch it with your fingers and hold it there while the hot glue dries. And after that, that's it. So you just go ahead and repeat it until all of these petals are created. Very simple, very cute. Alrighty, now that I am done with all of these, this is how they look like. I'm going to start assembling flowers. So I take one of the petals and I just add a little dab of hot glue on the bottom, or actually on the side where you're going to connect with the other part of the, or actually other petal. And then I'm going to add 5 of them for one flower. I will just keep going on and on until the beautiful flower is created. And I will do the same thing with the rest of the petals, creating 3 flowers. And when they're all created, this is how they look like. Next, I will do the same thing, or actually I will take the same burlap, same technique to create 2 leaves. I just freehanded leaves, but if you're not good with that, you can either use stencil or you can print something out on your printer paper. Alrighty, after I traced them, cut them out, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply twine. Like I said, doing the same thing I did with the petals. Alrighty, when they're done, this is how they look like. I wanted them to be different. And after that, I'm taking these flowers and I'm going to use the same push pin that I used earlier in an earlier project, and I'm going to add a hot glue and put it right in the middle. You can use something like this, or you can use a bead or a pearl or anything that fits your design. Okay, after that, let's go back to the wreath. I'm going to go ahead and start assembling flowers onto the wreath. And I'm just adding a hot glue and putting 3 flowers next to each other. And I will put 2 leaves, one on each side of the flowers. One thing that you can also do is you can take just a simple wreath form from the Dollar Tree and use a jute twine to cover it up, and then add the flowers, maybe a little bit bigger than these. That will look cute too. Alrighty, now I'm going to go ahead and take 6 strands of the jute twine that I was using earlier, or actually baker's twine that I was using earlier. And I will put the tape on top to secure it in place, and I will use 2 at a time to just braid, create a braid. I was just making sure that all the strands stay the same, so the braid is kind of flat, if that makes sense. And what I'm creating right now is pretty much the hanger for my wreath. That's, again, optional, but I think it's a great idea and another use for a twine. Alrighty, after it was all done, this is how it looks like, and I will just go ahead and wrap it twice around the top part of the wreath, and I will add a little bit of hot glue right there to secure it in place, and also on the top to close these 2 pieces of jutw, or actually to connect these 2 pieces of braid. And after that, this project is completed. Love it, love it, love it. Tell me what you guys think about this idea. For this video, I just created 2 of these projects, but these are some of my old projects that I created with the jute. You can go ahead and check them out on my channel. Tell me what you think about these ideas. Don't forget to check out a playlist in the description box. And thank you so much for being here. We will see you in our next video. Bye, guys.